Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of PolyNerdic ProWrestling. This is the PolyNerdic Round Robin Special Cup 2019. We are on day 6 of the tournament. There's only 2 days left to go. Unlike the last 2 days, this next couple, I'm going to have the mic live. I'm going to be doing commentary, I'm going to be talking, I'm going to be babbling about stuff. Because it is cool enough tonight that I can record this with just a fan in the window. I don't know if the mic's picking it up. It might be. If it is, I'm sorry. But we're going to talk about stuff these 2 episodes here. We're nearing the end, man. We're in the home stretch. It's not quite anybody's tournament at this point. Looking at the A bracket standings right now, you see Killian Dain's at the top with 8 points, but Okada, Itami, Rhodes, and Takagi are all right behind him. And then technically, mathematically speaking, Daniel Bryan and Davey Boy Smith are still in it. If Killian Dain loses the next 2 matches and they win their next 2 matches, they could tie with Killian. In fact, day 7, Daniel Bryan and Killian Dain face off. So that it's possible that Killian can lose and Daniel could win. So A bracket's a little wide open, really, when you look at it. Chad Gable, last year's champion of the tournament, is the only one who is mathematically eliminated. There's no chance in hell he can recover. B bracket, a little less open. There's only 4 points remaining. So that eliminates Ibushi, Rollins, and Ospreay. And Buddy Murphy obviously was 0 points. But it's anyone's ball game, so to speak, up there at the top. We could see any of those 4 guys, from Walter, Moxley, Ricochet, or Neville. Any of those 4 could end up being the B bracket champion. And then obviously, as you all know, A and B bracket, whoever wins each bracket will face off in the finals. We're going to record day 6, day 7, and the finals all in one stretch here. I am also going to separate them, though. I should say, not also. I'm going to separate them when I post them to YouTube. It'll be day 6, day 7, and the finals. But I'm just going to record them all in one go now. So if you're watching day 6, know that I recorded day 7 at the same time. That, of course, means there's going to be a pause between episodes, so I can arrange day 7's matches to make the most impactful ones be the end of the day, because, like, you know, apologize if I live in a redneck community. I don't know if you heard that massive firework go off just now. That's what I've been doing all tournament. I've been trying to make the matches that have the most impact be the later matches on each episode. So this day 6 will start with a B bracket match. It is going to start with Ibushi versus Rollins, since they are both mathematically eliminated. I figured it's a good, safe spot to start. So let's get on it. Ibushi versus Seth Rollins. Should be a hell of a match. Should be a damn fine match. I just realized I gotta do some video cleanup on my Twitch channel. I've got over 800 videos on Twitch. Let's be real, nobody's going back and watching the stuff from 3 years ago.
Fight!
More fireworks. Really do need to get around to getting some art for the mat. I mean, I don't really mind the simplistic gray. Let's see, let's talk wrestling while this match goes on. The G1 tournament is in full swing in New Japan, it being the thing that inspires this tournament every year. Ibushi having a pretty good tournament. Let me look at his standings. I'll pull that up over here on my phone. His matches have been good, I'll say that. Like, all the matches I've seen so far with Ibushi and him have been amazing. I think he beat Tanahashi last night, or yesterday as it were. I watched it this morning. I'm all caught up on the tournament for the first time ever. Normally I'm like at least 3 shows behind. Right now I am right there with him. I'm waiting on tonight's show to watch it in the morning. Seth Rollins, on the other hand, not having the best of time in the WWE. Lots of talk, lots of rumors that they're desperately trying to make him cool. I think creative shoving the Seth Rollins-Becky Lynch relationship down our throats, constantly talking about it with the commentators and whatnot, has hurt both of them. Becky more than Seth. And I say this as someone who only reads about the stuff. I don't watch Raw every week and SmackDown every week, and I don't even have the network anymore to watch the pay-per-views. I just, I just don't think Seth's that likable. I think he's a great heel, and I think he's a natural heel, to be honest, because, like, look at his Twitter stuff. His Twitter stuff's infuriating. And, you know, his run... as you know, the authorities' chosen one was really good. Man, Ibushi taking it to him. We're already seeing the knee to the face. Now we see the Ibushi last ride. Ibushi last ride. Ibushi's a different guy. Ibushi's doing really good. He's got 10 points. That's the version of the blackout that's in this game. I wish they had a proper stomp. Ibushi and Seth at the lights now. Is that going to be it? Ibushi going to really put him away with that? Okay. Who's coming out? Is that Toa Hanari? I think it is. Yep. So Ibushi's got assistance. No, don't let him pin him. Come on, Toa. I'm pulling for Ibushi here. Although it doesn't really matter at this point. Because in this tournament, both Seth and Ibushi have no shot of winning. Now the G1... as I was just saying, Ibushi's got 10 points. He's right behind Okada. In fact, right now, Ibushi, Evil, and Okada are the only 3 that have a shot of winning the A bracket. There's one thing that is different. One thing that separates the G1 from the PolyNerdic Round Robin Special is that I don't put the World Champ in the Round Robin tournament. The winner of the tournament gets a shot at the champ. That's the way it should be. Alright, Bushi wins. I think it's better that way. You know, the champion isn't in the tournament. Now, granted, Sonata beat Okada in the G1. So technically that means that he should get a title shot. Alright, up next, Takagi versus Gable. Chad looking to get his first points of the tournament. Crazy that he won last year's. Defeated Kenny Omega in the finals. And then went on to lose to AJ Styles. Fight! One could say that Chad Gable was a different man, though. Because he literally was a different wrestler. It was a different version of Chad Gable. About halfway through that tournament last year, I discovered that I didn't like the way the tight design that the person who created it had put stars on the singlet, but the stars were coming off the straps and were like tattooed to his chest. I didn't like the way it looked. Plus, you know, he switched to the regular traditional wrestling tights. The only difference between this Gable in real life right now is he's got a different haircut. As I said, Shingo has had a disappointing tournament. I'm really disappointed with what they did with Shingo and Ospreay. You know, they were both junior heavyweights. You know, they were both in the Best of the Super Junior tournament. They were the finalists in the Best of the Super Junior tournament. Will Ospreay winning over Shingo, handing Shingo his first loss. That was a big deal. And they brought him to the heavyweight, you know, dance, so to speak. And both Ospreay and Shingo are sitting at 4 points in different brackets. Both of them mathematically eliminated from the tournament. Like having Zack Sabre Jr. beat Ospreay the other night, yesterday, was not something I enjoyed seeing. Of the two of them, I'm a much bigger Ospreay fan. And, you know, having Kenta lose the way he did to Fale. Kenta was on a roll, come out of the gates hot, lost to Okada, and then he lost to Sonata, and now he lost to Fale. And, you know, it kind of, like, it sucks that there's so much time left in the tournament. Another 8 days, something like that, another week. And I think that's when the finale is. And he's already eliminated. I like that he's doing much better in this tournament. Now, for those of you that are curious, maybe you've not watched this stuff before, you've not seen PolyNerdic ProWrestling, Pentagon is our current world champion. Get who he took the belt off of, that'll be on Shinsuke, I think. I'd have to go back and look at the lineage. Chad's really taken to Shingo, though. Of course, this is a created wrestler version of Shingo. This is not the official version of Shingo that became available via download. So this Shingo will disappear after this tournament's over. And Chad Gable desperately trying to get his first points. Shingo's taking back momentum now. I think Shingo might have it now. Unless, well, open my big mouth. Momentum swinging back in Gable's favor. That didn't work out for Shingo. I think Gable might finally get on the board now. 2 days left in the damn tournament, and he's going to finally score some points. Nasty suplex. Even nastier powerbomb. Pile driver. Nope, he's gonna. Rolling Germans. Both men are down. That might be it. Yeah. Chad continues to go winless. That was a pretty solid showing by both men. I think if Chad showed up more like that earlier in the tournament, he wouldn't be sitting at 0 points. Alright. Up next. Ricochet versus Will Ospreay is our next match. I could be wrong, but these guys did it. I think it was at the Best of the Super Juniors tournament a couple years ago at New Japan. They had a heck of a show. Of course, according to Seth Rollins on Twitter, Ricochet is a better version of Will Ospreay. I enjoyed them both immensely. I am curious as to why the WWE decided to slap the U.S. title on Ricochet only to take it off of him right away. Not that I mind it being on AJ, but... looks like that title's been slingshotted around a bit of late with injuries and whatnot. Give up. Ricochet scored some upset victories so far in this tournament. Him knocking Moxley out was impressive, and beating Walter was not something I expected either. With Ospreay, though, we have a guy that can wrestle Ricochet's kind of match. With the repeated knee drops. Ain't a super kick for his trouble though. I could say if you put some weight with that. Nice standing shooting star. Ospreay's match with Evil on yesterday's show was really good. Had some good sequences. Not sure what to make of Evil as a single superstar. That's the move that knocked out Moxley. Wasn't quite enough to put away Ospreay like that. Ricochet's on fire. I need to go back and look, but I think that's several in a row for the man. Let's see. Pretty sure he beat Ibushi. I know he knocked out Moxley. He's been on fire. Alright, what's next? Alright. Completely different style of match next. Pretty sure these guys wrestled a time or two before Cody left the WWE and before Daniel had to temporarily retire. But in theory, if Daniel wins here and beats Killian Dain on the next day, he'll be in a tie for first place, theoretically. A-Bracket's a little wide open. The exact opposite of what's going on in New Japan, where A-Bracket's basically a three-man race. Or, it is a three-man race, literally. Whoever created this version of Cody loves to have him try to do that roll-up move. He misses constantly. And Daniel went for a Northern Lights there a little too early. Ate a DDT for his trouble.
Give up.
Not really sure what they're doing with Daniel Bryan right now. I was talking about having a special announcement that I have not seen occur yet. I believe there was some talk that he was going to face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Look at the SummerSlam card. See a week from tomorrow. Something like 10 matches on it. Wasn't it last SummerSlam that Natalya beat completely blanking on her name right now? Naomi? Or was it with SummerSlam and Natalya? Here comes Rowan. But he's dressed in his Bludgeon Brothers attire. Not wrestling Rowan at SummerSlam. I like Rowan just standing there, not really doing much of anything. Man, he must have heard me because now he's beating the crap out of Cody. That would have been something. The visual of him halfway up the ramp. Daniel Bryan getting pinned. Talking to myself, I guess. Right up too close to the ropes, though, Cody. You know about it. There it is. There's the at least once a show spot where somebody runs into the turnbuckle and falls down. Daniel, you have concussions. Don't diving headbutt. Running knee. That's the knee plus, is what they call it.
Give up. Give up.
And of course, if Daniel loses this, he's officially out of contention. Throw him outside.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's Cody kind of blocking the yes top. Oh, there goes Kenny Omega. Well, Kenny's gonna help Cody out now. That would have been great if he tapped him out right there. Pretty sure I saw a clip circulating on Twitter of Daniel Bryan, Kenny Omega, and Seth Rollins wrestling each other in a three-way in Ring of Honor. Like, going back to when we were talking about Seth, I just think Seth is a much better heel. I just think he's so unlikable. He just plays that smug bastard really well. And then all his stuff on Twitter. Daniel Bryan is officially eliminated from contention. Doesn't matter what happens now. Daniel Bryan's done. Cody beat him with a key lock. You know, as he's known to do. Alright, this next match is funny. Yeah, Buddy Murphy, who's lost all his matches, against Neville, who's won all of his. These two used to be a tag team on here. They were part of a faction very briefly until Neville left the WWE officially. And I pulled him out of that faction.
Fight.
Like both these guys a lot. Buddy Murphy has a chance to play spoiler here. And keep his former tag team partner from going undefeated. I feel like these two won a tournament together. I'm almost positive they won the tag team tournament together. I could be wrong. I'd have to go back and look at, you know, all the past stuff I've done. I've done quite a lot of these wrestling videos. I think it's like 40 something of them now. With all the tournaments and stuff I've done. Quite sure what Pac's been up to, Neville. I did watch a Riptide Wrestling video on YouTube. Pac versus Cara Noir. Really good. Really enjoy Riptide's presentation. Right in there in the action. Really good stuff. Pretty sure if Neville wins here, he's... Well, I guess it depends on what happens with Moxley later in the show here. We're getting close to figuring out who's going to be the bracket champions, so...
5 minutes left.
Headless. Nope, not going for a third one. Kicked him in the back of the head. Buddy Murphy, of course. People were speculating he's the one that attacked Roman Reigns. It became clear that that's not it. Almost got the victory there. Almost again. Come on, buddy. One of my favorites. Don't disappoint. Coming down. Jenny's part of the faction that Buddy Murphy's a part of. Going to overcome the interference here. 10
minutes gone.
Man, they love that double team back to body drop move there. Oh, that's this game's version of Chaos Theory. Murphy's Law or whatever. Murphy with the upset victory. Neville's no longer undefeated. Murphy gets on the silent secret. I don't think that's the name of that move. Pretty sure he called it Murphy's Law. Wow. Buddy Murphy with the upset. So let's move on to the next one. I'm shocked. Davey Boy Smith versus Hideo Itami. We got a new version of Hideo coming too. One that's properly named Kenta. So Hideo will disappear as well before long.
Fight!
Very disappointed that they let Bad Luck Fale go over Kenta. That was one of the worst decisions I've seen in the G1 so far. It's like, that one makes no sense to me. I can justify the Toru Yano, Jon Moxley outcome. I could justify that, but because A, it was brilliant, and B, it makes sense in terms of like not having A and B bracket both be completely, locked up with several shows to go. The stuff with Kenta losing to Fale, man. As I said earlier, I could stomach him losing to Okada because Okada's the champ. But then it was, Okada, and then Sonata, and then Fale. It's like he's lost 4 in a row. I think Ibushi beat him too. No, he beat Ibushi. Yeah, so far in the G1 climax, the ones I'm the most disappointed with are Ospreay, Shingo, and Kenta. We're doing the thing too here with this tournament where the guys that have belts, which would be Davey Boy Smith here is our Intercontinental Champion, and Ibushi is our TV Champion. Anyone who beats them is going to face them for a title match. And we're going to do it all in one go. So the first real card of August will have multi-man matches for those two belts. Every time someone defeats one of them, I just add them to the match. Now, granted, whoever wins this overall tournament, if they happen to be in one of those matches, they'll be pulled from that match because the world title shot supersedes the Intercontinental TV title back a mile. Gotta admit, I was pretty disappointed when I heard that Davey Boy Smith Jr. been on to New Japan. I kind of enjoy him as a performer, and I don't watch any of the things that he's involved in right now. Bulldog bomb. Almost about to put Kenta away. Power slam almost left Bulldog away. Bulldog with a big splash. Opposing. Kenta with the knee strike, man. That was intense. Looking forward to tonight's G1 Climax show. If you're watching this later on, which odds are you are, tonight's the night where we see Moxley versus Jay White and Shingo versus Tetsuya Naito and just Jeff Cobb versus Goto. This might be the Ishiyama night. I forget. Of course, I won't be up to watch it. I'll be going to bed before that happens. But I look forward to seeing it in the morning when I wake up. Oh, man. I was joining the Intercontinental title match. Davey Boy started out strong in this tournament, and then has just kind of faltered since then. That'll be it. Wow. I did not expect that to be the finish. Kenta just earned himself an Intercontinental title match. Alright, up next is, let's see, it's on the right match, Moxley versus Walter. Now I need to, while this match is going on,
Fight!
Davey Boy Smith started this tournament winning the first two, and then he's lost to Daniel Bryan, Shingo, Takagi, Killian, Dain, and Kenta. So Walter and Moxley both in the Hunt and B bracket still. This match obviously has implications on that.
Right.
Moxley, of course, as we mentioned, lost to Yano suffered his first post WWE loss that I know of. Certainly his first loss in New Japan.
Give up.
Got his legs tied to the to his underling there, Shota Umino. Shooter. He got counted out.
Give up.
Walter, of course, a former PolyNerdic ProWrestling World Champ. He was our inaugural champ once we rebranded and quit using the IWGP belts. Dropped it in his first title defense to Kenny Omega. I do believe my championship lineage there was Walter, Omega, Pete Dunne, Drew McIntyre, Shinsuke Nakamura, Peter Gunn. I think that's the order of the championships. I can't recall if there's been a different one in there. Of the champions to have held our main belt.
Give up.
Coming up next will be Okada versus Dain. Both men still in the hunt. Dain obviously sitting at number 1 still. At least he was playing today. Oh, Moxley. Dropping the elbow on nothing. It just occurred to me, if Moxley wins here, he goes into a tie with Neville. Neville holds the tiebreaker technically, but I don't think this game functions that way. I think they'll have to wrestle again in a playoff. Oh, Moxley with the biting. We know he likes the biting. Walter bleeding. But I haven't seen that happen yet in real life. There's those chops. The chops I've seen in real life. Just chopping the crap out of them. Just like this is just like a real Walter match. I like Moxley elbow dropping the ankle. Stomping the crap out of him, choking him. Cutting off that windpipe with his big boot. Walter's got a nasty submission hold. I've seen him win many a match with it. Also got a wicked powerbomb too. Several different ones. Got a good one off the top rope. One over the pinning combination. Walter seems tired though. I think Walter might have just closed the door on Moxley's chances. We got one more match, and then we're going to look at those standings. See where we are moving into the final day. After Dain and Okada tear each other apart. I hope this is a good match. Like both these guys a lot.
Fight!
The bad part about this, the way this is played out, is I'm looking at the matches that are slated for Day 7, and a lot of them are matches that have no direct impact. Like, it's not a situation where it's like, if this person beats this person, they win. It's more a case of this person needs to win, and then these two people need to lose. So Day 7 might be harder to figure out. After this match, and after we break down the rankings, I'm gonna have to take a quick break to figure out the match order for Day 7.
Give up.
Also, it would hurt to take a leak between matches, between days.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
You guys gonna get a double count out?
17, 18.
Okay, get back in the ring. Suplex, drop kick. Okada's working up to the Rainmaker. Up. Okada's so damn good. As I mentioned, Sonata beat him just under 30 minutes. They had a hell of a match. Sonata's one of those guys that I just have mixed feelings about. Like, he's really good, but also, like, I don't always love his matches. Dain's winded. Too tired to run the ropes. Out of the tombstone. The Okada version of the Death Eye Driver, I guess. Okada elbow, but he misses. Power slam.
One, two, three.
Dain, of course, is back at NXT. Looks like he's feuding with Matt Riddle. Go figure that he'd start getting used again just in time for me to stop watching the review programming. Almost got him. That was almost the end of Okada there. I think Dain has 8 points. If he wins, he moves up to 10. I think if Okada wins, he moves up to 8, so we end up with a little tie there. If I remember the point structure correctly. Dain popped back up and kicked him mid-taunt. That was brilliant. Oh, hit him with the divide. Kind of kicked out. German. Another German. Drop kick. I don't know why I didn't go for the Rainmaker there. He might have had him if he had hit the Rainmaker. I think Okada might have been the first person to kick out of the divide this whole tournament. Again, might be it. No. That's twice Okada's gone for that. I would have missed. Figure out if that's a Death Valley driver, an attitude adjustment, or a suplex. Jumping, turning, tombstone. Pick him up. You guys know how I feel about that when that happens. Drives me nuts. The divide for a third time. In the ropes, Okada. Oh man, that might be it. Nope. Dain and Okada giving each other everything they got. Dain puts Okada away. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's save it and look at the rankings real quick. And then I'll be back. Take a quick break. Figure out the match order for the next part of this. Oh, wow. Okay, so rankings. A bracket. Alright, so. All this hinges on a couple different things here. There's only 2 points left in the tournament. So, Okada, Daniel Bryan, Davey Boy Smith, Chad Gable, they're out. They're done. Alright. Cody Rhodes and Hideo Itami wrestle on day 7. So whoever wins that will move up to 10 points. Killian Dain takes on Daniel Bryan. So if Daniel Bryan beats Killian Dain and Hideo Itami beats Cody Rhodes, or vice versa, that's what A bracket will come down to. Or Shingo. What Shingo got? Shingo's got Okada. Okay. So, Okada and Daniel Bryan could play the spoiler here. But if, let's say, Shingo beats Okada and Kenta beats Rhodes and Killian Dain doesn't win, then we have a 3-way tie. Which means there'll be another 3-person round robin to determine who wins A bracket. But if Killian Dain beats Daniel Bryan, he wins A bracket. It all comes down to that. If Dain beats Bryan, it's over. At the very least, we're going to have the potential of a 2-man tie because of the Dain Bryan match is the one that will determine who wins A bracket. Because if Dain loses, he's going to have a playoff with Kenta or Rhodes, one of the two, because they are going to have 10 points. by the unless there's a double count out. They're gonna have one of the two of them will have 10 points. So we have the potential of Day 7 ending with 1 man at the top of A bracket, 2 men at the top of A bracket, or 3 men at the top of A bracket. So A bracket still open. There's still 4 men in contention and 2 men that could play spoiler. B bracket, on the other hand, again, only 2 points. So we have 3 potential victors here, in the sense that if Neville loses to Seth, and then Ricochet beats... who's Ricochet got? He's got Buddy Murphy, and Walter has Ibushi. So, we could see the same situation with B bracket, where potentially we could have a 3-way tie, or a 2-way tie, or just 1 man at the top. So A and B bracket both have some parity going. I'm going to let you contemplate that while I go take a break and then arrange these matches. And then we'll be back with Day 7 and hopefully the finals. So, see you shortly.